My people, what that they say shall never end. Right now, someone's cup has full. Oh, yes, so according to what we are hearing, they said the moment Kabiyesi gave his final judgment based on this immunity removal on Ebony, they said the first thing that came out of her mouth is, Queen Naomi has finished me. That is what they said. She screamed and fainted. But even when they said she fainted, they said Kabiyesi did not stop. Kabiyesi went ahead to tell the Omoye group that she brought that as in he completed the statement, letting them know that the only condition that that immunity will not be removed is if Ebony will go back to her base, never to come back to the palace until Kabiyesi said so, and if she defies Kabiyesi's order, that immunity removal will be automatic. They said Ebony fainted. She screamed, Queen Naomi has finished me. This is what she wanted for Queen Naomi, right? Because with everything we have heard about her stay in the palace with Queen Naomi, this is exactly what she wanted for Queen Naomi. And today, that table that she prepared for Queen Naomi, she is here to use it. She wanted Queen Naomi out of the palace, never to return. And today, the table have turned. One thing about Ebony is that, you see this palace, she cannot live without the palace. No, it's not possible. It's not possible. Where will she stay and be rubbing all this white chalk on her eyes? It's in the palace now. She cannot be doing it in UK. Where will she stay and be going to rivers? Is she going to go to the oceans in the foreign man in a foreign man's land to go and do all those things that she do? No. And those people self, they will be seeing her somehow. They'll be seeing her as someone that is doing fetish stuff. But that is her culture and that is her religion. And she is doing it with her full chest. I am not against those things that she's doing. No. After all, I used to hear that people who do such a thing, they don't lie. They don't gang up against people. They don't do things that will make the gods to be angry with them. So I don't think it's a problem with what she is practicing. It's not a problem. The only thing that is a problem, if you ask me, is her attitude towards people. Being mean to people, being wicked to people and all of that. If it's about her religion, it doesn't mean anything. After all, there are people who call themselves Christians, but when you look at their character, when you hear some of the things they do, you'll be asking yourself, are these people truly Christians? Those ones are the ones that hide under the umbrella of Christianity to be doing evil and all of that. So, and from the look of things, it simply means that these evildoers, they can hide in any religious umbrella, like maybe this is far Christianity, Muslim, and all of that. It's not about the religion, it's about the individual. So, and because she hide under her own stuff to do some of the things that are not good, a lot of people like her because of it. So she cannot, they said this particular option right now is as tough as immunity remover, and that is why she felt so bad. And they said another thing that made her to be that weak happens to be that there is this other group where she belongs. This group happens to be notable women, and they brought her into that group when she became a wife to the king. So, and when situation is the way it is right now, they said she ran to them for help. Unfortunately for her, they said this group refused to answer her. These are the people that sing her praises. So these are the people who come and spray huge amount of money on her whenever she is performing and all of that. These people, they make her believe that she is so important and all of that. But at a time like this that she needed them the most, they say she called on them to come and intervene on her behalf. Because this group, they are notable political women whom they said the king might listen to. The group failed her. They failed her. This will tell you that nobody wants to stain their clothes because of what another person is doing. And they said, one of the members of the group said that the reason some of them don't want to be involved is this, because they don't want to have problems with Kabiyesi. That for Kabiyesi to stand his ground and insist that the immunity will be removed or Ebony leaves the palace is because that Ebony have done something that the king can no longer forgive. That they all know Kabiyesi to be a gentleman with a good heart. Yes, if it is something that he can forgive, then he would have forgiven her all this while that a lot of people have been begging on her behalf. But for Kabiyesi to insist that this one is tough, and they don't want to go and ruin their relationship with Kabiyesi all because of this. Because it get as it be that they will go and beg Kabiyesi on her behalf and Kabiyesi will say no. Some of them will misunderstand it. Some of them will see it that Kabiyesi cannot even listen to them despite their support and everything. Because the group, they said they are always supportive to his leadership and all of that. So at the moment where they said this same group failed Ebony, Ebony knew that her cup don't full. That was when she started screaming that Naomi has finished her, that they warned her. Of course, they warned her. They said even her mother warned her. The uncle that was with her on this fight, at some point, the uncle warned her to stay clear. And I'm sure the uncle must have encountered something that made him to withdraw and want Ebony to withdraw. But Ebony was so desperate that she don't even know when she is crossing the line. Saying that Queen Naomi have finished you. You finished yourself due to your fight against Queen Naomi that is not fighting you. Yes, you cannot hang it on Queen Naomi's neck. No, you finish yourself. According to her, they said she was saying that it is Queen Naomi's decision. It is Queen Naomi who have insisted that Kabiyesi must do this, do that. Go and use the same thing that you have been using on Kabiyesi now so that he will listen to you. During that period, they said Queen Naomi will tell Kabiyesi something. Ebony will go to the back and tell Kabiyesi otherwise. And Kabiyesi will listen to that, which Ebony told him. And he will keep having problems with Queen Naomi. What happens to those period? What changed? What changed exactly? They thought that if Queen Naomi leaves the palace, Kabiyesi will forget everything about Queen Naomi. They will use their jazz and they make Kabiyesi to forget. Forgetting that these two, what they share is deep. You see, Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi, their love is deeper than anyone can think. Sometimes I don't believe those 14th century stories, but I do know that these two, they love themselves. And for the fact that a son is involved, who happens to be Kabiyesi's first son, who happens to be Kabiyesi's carbon copy, when you see Tade, you see Kabiyesi, and you think Kabiyesi will just look back, Kabiyesi will just forget about Queen Naomi and Tade. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And a reasonable man will always know that the only way to make his son to be happy is by loving his wife. Kabiyesi loves Queen Naomi despite what happened between their marriage. He loves her so much. But Ebony fails to see that because of jealousy and desperation. Anyway, guys, when I hear that she screamed that Queen Naomi finished her, I say, you are the one that finished yourself, not be Queen Naomi finish you. Anyway, guys, that is what we are hearing if the information is true. Don't forget that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them, okay? I don't know. I do not live in the palace. Don't forget that, okay? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe, if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you so much. Give this video a thumbs up and share my video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.